So these are the 2020 Warrior Burn gloves. I haven't bought new gloves in a while. The last time I bought one that got new gloves was probably it was like 2017, the Evos. So it's been a while, and particularly those gloves have torn. Specifically like right here on my hand, and kind of up my fingers, is torn up from facing off, from doing all that, and so and then like over time, parts in here just kind of start tearing apart, and that's normal. Gloves, like anything else, fall apart over time with wear. So when I was looking for new gloves, I wanted to get something that I knew, something that I understood, while also getting something new, and something that would work really well, knowing what I know, what would work best. And I was buying at the same time some elbow pads, so I got some new elbow pads, and they're the 2020 versions, and so these just seemed right. And they really so what I love about them is they have that same bone system that the kind of the Evo kind of part really kind of introduced. So there's a lot of kind of the structure along in here. It's really kind of reminiscent of kind of what's going on in your hand, so it's designed to protect very well. You'll notice this is one of the first ones that this band, the Warrior band, doesn't go all the way around. It's just a piece, and it is on. It's not coming off. It's not interchangeable. It's just there. And then they make up with a big warrior symbol, and then on the side they say burn, and then boom, you'll see. But right here, it says bone system in like a very, very like a shiny but white color. So there's kind of all that stuff. The thing that's kind of really weird for me, at least, is the shape here. It almost looks like a goalie glove. It's just thick and flat. But when it's on your hand, it rounds out. So it's fine. But when you're looking at it, it does look weird. So when you're bending your hand, one of the things too, notice this part opens up, but on this side it does not. It's that thick, and this is thick too. This cuff is thick. There's a little bit here. It's attached differently, and it's kind of interesting because the whole glove doesn't really move. Your wrist is moving, the glove is not. Whereas other gloves have kind of gone for like flex and like different points of different points of articulation. This glove is very much just, there's 2 points. It's right here on your wrist. That is all that is moving. And then the fingers, you can bend them back and all that. You can reach out, you can, and then you can grab, just ick. But beyond that, you don't need to do that much, so it made sense. The only thing part here is this opened up to allow for that articulation. Otherwise, it would really be clunky and maybe even more exposed over here. So it's weird. But they're really, really nice. They're really comfortable once they've broken in. Because when you first get them, they're going to be tight. I'm shorter than the average guy, so I have kind of smaller hands a little bit. I think that's the dark thing. So my hands are my last gloves were mediums, and they fit pretty good. I got these ones when I got them in the mail. They were a bit tight. So I put them on the ground, and what I did is I put a heavy box and stuff on top. So I laid out the fingers and then just drove it in. So basically it was sitting there doing this for like 10-15 minutes. Then you wear it and kind of move it around, and then based on kind of then you put it more. Basically, then you can start taking reps. You start doing whatever, and they do break in. And now I'm very comfortable wearing them. They're still a little weird because they're not the same, but that's okay. That's normal. One thing I like about them is when I'm facing off. Oh, jeez. As I've been facing off recently with them, they're very, very comfortable. They're you know, like, again, they don't fold, so your arm moving back is a little bit weird, but not too terrible. Then when you drive in, it's just an insanely comfortable use, you know. And the thing I like is this, you know, the material they're using here is thicker, you know. It's almost a leathery kind of feeling, so it feels like it's going to last a bit. And that, to me, is huge, because I was looking for something that would be durable. And from using these, I've had them for a little over a week, playing with them and stuff like that. They're great. They really are great. They're pretty breathable. There's a little bit of mesh in on them, and then up in the top, on these two little areas, it's actually just a direct hole to your hand, so it breathes really well, and I like it. I really like them a lot. I'm not going to be too concerned taking hits on them, you know, and driving my hands in, fighting over people, you know, fighting for a ball. I feel like I'm going to be okay, that these are going to work, and and it really shows improvement, because, like, I mean, especially for me, when the last pair of gloves I had was the Evos, to have you know, the 20 burn version, you can tell there's been a lot of time, over the course of time, they've really been fixing things, and they have. It is so cold out here. Holy cow. It is freezing. I mean, it's below freezing, snowing. And it's April. It's mid-April. love these gloves. Highly recommend them. I'll put a link down below. Maybe more than one. I'll think about it because I bought mine from Lacrosse Monkey. That's usually where I go. So I'll definitely put their link in there so you can get them. They're about $100, which is for a new pair of gloves is pretty good. For a pair of gloves that I like, that's pretty good. I mean, once we pass 100, I'm really not willing to go that far. 150 is really pushing it. In terms of like how much I'm willing to spend. Because like I mean for me like gloves $100, I'm like yeah, no, I'm good with that. The elbow pads 50 to 100, no problem. I'm okay with that. Chest pads $100. All right, yeah, whatever. I'm cool. A head, I don't like going over 100, but I'll come close. Shafts usually like 80 to 100, so same kind of thing. So I kind of have my standards, and these things were just pretty good. So highly recommend them. So I think that's it. I don't know what gloves do you wear? What do you like having on? I don't know. Yeah, because I mean, like it's fun to see what other people will wear and what other people are using when they're playing the game. So that is it. I will catch you hopefully next week for the video. I should probably actually. I'm sorry I was gone. These have been some weird times, as we can all agree, and I've been working a lot, and I've been sleeping the rest of the time, and then buying lacrosse gear, and then also just trying to kind of enjoy what I can with lacrosse. And so with that came just not enough time to make a video, and I'm kind of doing a couple of different things, so making a video was not at the top of my list. So I'm sorry for being gone for a month. I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen again, at least for a while. And hopefully next time I'll let you know when I'm leaving, like if I'm like, hey, yeah, I don't know. So thanks for bearing with me on that. It's good to be back. So thank you, and I'll see you all later.